This movie has some of the best acting that I've seen all year. And I mean from pretty much everybody. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and this is my review for the new Netflix film Marriage Story. This movie was directed by Noah Baumbach, and it stars Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson as a couple that is going through a divorce, and they are fighting for custody over their young son. This movie feels very personal, and that is because it is based on the true events in Noah Baumbach's own divorce from actress Jennifer Jason Leigh. Going into this film, I knew that this was going to be a personal reflection of a movie. I knew it was going to be dialogue driven, and I've been hearing that the performances in this film are top notch, and I'm here to verify and tell you guys that the performances in this film are absolutely incredible. Adam Driver is definitely someone to not take lightly in terms of the Oscar race and Oscar contention. I think that this guy has so much promise. I've thought for years, ever since this guy kind of broke out on the scene, that he has had a lot of potential, and we are starting to see that take shape and take form. Last year in BlacKkKlansman, he was the standout of that movie, and this year in Marriage Story, in my opinion, this is really his movie where he really puts a lot of the emotional weight onto his own shoulders. And I'm not taking anything away from Scarlett Johansson or Laura Dern. Laura Dern is probably the favorite right now to win Best Supporting Actress, or be kind of in that discussion of being the front runner for Best Supporting Actress for the Oscars, with great reputation. I mean, she is such a talented actress who does not have an Oscar on her mantle. I think that I've seen her maybe a little bit of better performances in the past, but she does a very good job of kind of playing almost the villain of the film. Scarlett Johansson's character is one that is dislikable throughout the film. There are moments and glimpses of her character where you kind of feel for her and you understand her situation, but she's going about this the wrong way, and she's really throwing Adam Driver's character under the bus. And Scarlett Johansson does a great job. Another Oscar-level type of performance. This is a tour de force in terms of acting, and I think that that's something that this film is going to drive home a lot in terms of award buzz and Oscar contention. It's going to get a lot of compliments and a lot of consideration in the acting department, maybe also in the directing department. I think Noah Baumbach does a great job of crafting this film, making it feel so personal. And the one thing that I love about this movie is that this movie was shot in film. It's very different. It has a very vintage look to it. It makes it feel very real. Also, the aspect ratio of this film is a lot tighter than a lot of expansive, bigger films. And that's because they want this secluded, isolated feeling of these characters and the moments that they have with one another, making them feel close. You understand the relationship. You buy into the relationship that these two had, and their love for one another, although they are going through this very hard time ending their marriage. The movie does all of the elements right, the way that they need to be done. I had a couple issues with this movie. First off, none of these characters truly are likable in a sense, where we get the sense of let's root behind one of these characters. And the movie almost has you trying to make a choice of who to defend. Which side to take in the argument? Do you want to take Scarlett Johansson's side? Do you want to take Adam Driver's side? The unfortunate thing is both of these characters have great arguments and the reasons for why they should get custody of their son. And both of these characters are not perfect parents. They make a lot of mistakes. They're imperfect people. That to me was an issue because at times I found myself rooting for Adam Driver's character, and at other times I found myself rooting for Scarlett Johansson's character. And so the movie tries to kind of bring in this emotional impact and this emotional weight to your decision making, and you're kind of flip-flopping every 5 minutes within the film of who you're kind of getting behind and who to you makes the most sense of raising the kid and taking full custody. The second issue that I have with this movie is, for me, child actors are very hard to find, those that really kind of stand out. Jacob Tremblay to me is probably the best child actor, along with Finn Wolfhard and a lot of the kids from Stranger Things. But the kid that they have in this movie that plays the son is annoying at times, which kind of takes you out of the process of the movie. The score is my favorite score so far of the year, but that's going to change because Star Wars Rise of Skywalker comes out in 2 weeks, and that will be my favorite score of the year because it's John frickin' Williams and it's a Star Wars score. But I love the score by Randy Newman. I think that he should definitely get a nomination for the Oscars. He does a really good job of making the music follow the emotional weight that is being carried throughout the film by both characters. This is a solid and very, very well-crafted film. It's a great movie. It's not going to make my top 10 of the year. It's definitely going to make my honorable mentions, and I do think this is one of the best films of the year. But for me, those problems kind of got in the way of the greatness of this film and having it be a little higher on my list at the end of the year. But guys, this is a fantastic movie, and I definitely recommend that you go ahead and watch this on Netflix right now because, man, it's a tour de force in acting, and you are going to see some amazing performances, and the score is great. And everything that I said about the movie, it feels genuine, it feels real. What the characters decide to do and the way that they display their emotions makes sense and feels very real and gravitated towards real life actions that people would actually make. And I've seen that in my own life with my parents because my parents were never married, but yeah, there's a lot of similarities between these characters and my parents and their relationship. Anyway, guys, what did you think of Marriage Story? Let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content just like this and more reviews coming throughout the week, guys. I have a lot coming, so definitely make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned. As always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.